You might enjoy a glass of wine on a Saturday night away, maybe at home, maybe over at a friend's house for dinner.
May 2nd, you could join reps from some internationally recognized winemakers. While that's cool, we think the best part is the cause.
That's right. Dave Dio is part of VinNEBRASKA, and Lindsay Ray Reesner is the executive director of the Ronald McDonald House Charities. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi,
Dave.
Lindsay.
Good talking to both of you again. Dave, I know that VinNEBRASKA, you have a long history of raising money for charities. Can you give us a little background on that?
You bet, absolutely. First event was in 1989, so we've been doing this event for 26 years.
That's great. Do you choose a different charity every year?
We do. We rotate the charities.
How did you come to know this one?
You know, Ronald McDonald House is just such a great cause. Lindsay and Ray and I have worked together in the past, so we're very excited to be involved with the house.
Great. Lindsay, you got to be excited that they're helping raise money for the Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah, this is the biggest event for us. It's so big, and there's so much that goes into it. We can only do it every other year, but the amount of money that we hope to make this year is to provide 83 families with their full length of stay.
Wow. What kind of difference are you making for those families? Many of them come in because of our fine hospitals here, but then where do they stay once they get to Omaha?
So imagine what it would be like if you had to uproot your life, and you would do it, right? If you were kids, you would do it. You would go anywhere in the world. So once they get to the hospital, all of a sudden there's this realization that maybe they don't have the extra pieces that they need, and so we come in on the back end with the hope and healing side and provide all of the support that they need, everything from comfortability in the suites that they're in to dinner every night. If they're from out of town and they've never seen snow, we'll get them hats and gloves and coats and that kind of stuff. So whatever that means, we are their support system.
How many families are you serving?
20, so we're completely full right now, and we have been about full for the entire 2015 year so far.
Let's get back to the event, the structure of it. When you buy a ticket, what does that get you?
Well, the event on Saturday night, there is a tasting portion from 5 until 7. There'll be 23 vintners there pouring wine, so there'll be literally a few hundred different wines to taste.
From where? Where are most of the vintners from?
Most are from California. We do have some Oregon vintners. We actually have a German vintner coming in this year also.
That's right. I noticed a California wine on here, maybe a couple of those. What'd you bring in today?
We do. Well, these right here are from Michael David Winery. That is the honorary winery. We choose an honorary winery every year.
Oh, I like the bottle.
Incognito.
They have fun with the labels.
Very mysterious wine.
It's sexy, that bottle is. And this one, artistic. Tell us about the next one.
Well, we have Optima Vineyards. These are some good friends of ours, Mike and Nicole Duffy. They are out of Sonoma County. And then this is Smith Madrone. This is a small little winery up on Spring Mountain in Napa Valley. Stu Smith is our auctioneer every year, the owner of this winery.
When guests come through, will they have a chance to speak with some of the representatives? Because to me, that's part of the value, is learning about the process, learning about the notes, learning about pairing with this cheese or this fruit. It's the experience.
Yep. No, in our case, we actually have the owners or the winemakers from these wineries that are going to be attending. So you will actually speak to the people that do the nuts and bolts.
That's
at the
great.
winery.
Speaking of learning and experiencing wines, maybe I'm just dropping a little hint. Maybe we should see what we can learn this morning.
You think so? A little grape juice in the morning, maybe?
Yeah.
little grape
you gonna try
juice.
that one? That's a Riesling, right?
This is a Riesling, and most people think about Riesling as being a sweet wine, but this is actually a dry Riesling. So this is a little bit different than most Rieslings.
What's your favorite kind? I mean, if you know it all, what do you turn to?
You know, wine is one of those things like food. Everyone has a different taste.
What's your taste?
I'm more of a red wine fan. I would be more inclined to drink something like the Optima Cabernet here, which is a big, full-bodied red. But again, it's all just personal taste.
Yeah, Lindsay?
What's the question? What kind of wine do I like?
What's your preference of wine?
Well, to kick it off, I like to kick it off with Riesling.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh, so you start it with a Riesling, and then you maybe
just
go
to wake
a
up your taste buds.
a little
And
red.
then go
I
to,
like-
no, we'll go to a Pinot Grigio.
A Pinot? Okay.
Yeah.
You and me,
Yeah.
especially in the warmer
Yes.
months.
For me,
That's
it's
nice.
it's the mood I'm in. So, okay, you got the Riesling
You've
here.
been kind of aloof today, so will the Riesling do?
This might help me out today. Who knows?
Okay, so what do we do? Give us a few tips on tasting so we
Well,
can enjoy
You
the
want to
full
look at the color of
experience.
it. And that looks nice, bright and
You don't need to
clear.
hold it
Great
up to the
color.
light, right?
Well,
That's not
it's
necessary.
a white surface, anything where you can actually see the color is good. And then swirl it, sniff it. See if there's any off smells or anything in there that shouldn't be.
Smells delightful.
It does. And then,
And then sip on it.
oh
and
great, I
enjoy.
was waiting for that part. Delicious.
That's really nice.
Delicious, yeah, that's
Much
great.
enjoy that much more than I thought based on your description even.
Real quick, let's get to some of the details of this event because we don't want to let our viewers go without telling them how to get to the event. VinNEBRASKA.com is a website. Saturday, May 2nd. It all starts at 5 o'clock and, of course, at the Ramada Plaza there on 72nd and Grover.
And if you would like to continue your support of Ronald McDonald House Charities after May 2nd, we encourage you to connect with them by calling or logging on. The needs are vast, not just for money, but sometimes for volunteers. So if this is something that speaks to your heart, please inquire. Thank you, Lindsay. It's good to see you and great to have you
Dave,
here as
thank you
well.
very much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
bringing in breakfast.
Oh, you bet.
We appreciate it.
Breakfast of champions.